Hey, hi there. It's another talk video about depression and anxiety, and this one was suggested by a lovely lady, one of you lovely ladies.
You sure about it, Isabella?
I think so. Well, it's gonna be right here. Boom! The one who suggested it.
If you're not a girl, we're sorry.
So this is my girlfriend. I brought her along because she knows a lot about this stuff. So this is your video. See. No. Okay. Well.
I was thinking to start with talking about how it is to have anxiety, and then I would talk a little about what you can do if you have a friend or girlfriend or boyfriend or anything with anxiety and depression. You see, the worst thing about anxiety and depression is it's really hard to reach out and ask for the help that you need, and it's really hard to accept that you have anxiety or depression or whatever. But I just want to say to everyone that those days where you wake up and you can't get out of bed, don't tell yourself that you're a bad human being or something like that, because you're not, and it's okay to feel that way. It's an illness, and just like if you have food poisoning or something, you don't go around and say, well, I can't stop being sick because I ate bad seafood.
You're just as good as everyone else.
Exactly. And I think the reason why I am here today is because I have anxiety and depression, and I'm actually in the psychiatry for treatment. And if any of you are thinking about starting it, I would do it. Seriously. I've been there for 2-3 years, and I remember the first year I was so pissed because I didn't feel like it was helping me at all. But slowly I can see it actually has. I've gotten better. A few years back I couldn't even leave the house because I was so afraid of everything, and now I'm sitting outside
With me.
with a person I've actually been able to let in my life, and that's another important thing. If you can feel someone isn't healthy for you, don't be scared to tell them to fuck off. Seriously. My best friend is so messed up in her life, in her brain, but I love her, and she's actually been very helpful, because then I wasn't alone about feeling differently. So if you're surrounded by people who are like, oh, you need to like that or be like that, or why don't you go out and drink and drugs or whatever, then, and if you don't wanna, and that is creating anxiety and depression in your life, then you're better on your own. Seriously.
You don't need people to drag you down when you're already down.
Exactly.
Push those people away and find new, better people
Exactly.
who know how you feel and you can talk to and feel comfortable around talking to.
Exactly.
With.
And it's okay to tell them if they don't seem like they understand, then tell them. I mean, I'm sure if someone really loves you, then they are doing their best. But we don't always understand each other. We both have had depression at least, but it was so different.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the way we were thinking wasn't the same at all, even though it was the same illness we had, but we had such different ways of handling it. And that's okay too. You just need to accept the way you handle it and try to get better. Not say to yourself, about this time in a year I have to have a job or be done with school or something. Don't do that shit. Seriously.
Yeah.
Just take the time you need. Some of us takes longer than others.
You don't need to push yourself further than you think is good for you. What you think you can do, and not what other people tell you what to do, how to do it. It's your life. It's your head, your depression, your anxiety, and everyone's different. For example, with me, I've had depression for way too long, and that's because I didn't do anything about it. I hated psychiatrists. I didn't want therapy. I didn't want to talk to people about it. So wasn't about before I had it alone for 5-6 years that it started to get better because magically someone wanted to be my friend. But if I just, talked to people about it, then I would have been in the psychiatry and I would have met people who were like me and they would have talked to me and it would have been better much faster instead of handling it all alone by myself. So, I mean, some people want it like that and I definitely did want it like that. I hated talking to people about it at first, but it got better over a long period of years. But, I mean, it's not always, it's definitely not the best solution to it. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. It's all in your head, what you want to do. And how I handled it, probably not a lot of people want to do it like that. And if people want to do it like that, I can't tell them not to. But it's not a good idea to handle it all by yourself and just keep it to yourself for so many years. It just makes it that much worse. I was lucky to find people who actually want to hear my story. But that's not the luxury that most people have. So, I mean, you have to productively try to get better. Because it doesn't always just magically happen that someone turns up and changes your life.
I also have to mention that if you're in a situation where you can't seek help because maybe your parents don't accept that you have a mental illness, then I would say Google it. Every time you have a new feeling that you don't understand, seriously Google it. I was walking around for so long thinking that I was just some weird bitch who had some weird thoughts. And then when I started Googling, I started to understand that, okay, maybe I wasn't so weird as I thought I was. But I also got some advice. I found some advice online. And I actually think that's the best you can do if you're not allowed to get therapy.
Yeah.
Hard word. I mean, I wasn't allowed to get it when I first started. I had to wait 7 years. And yeah, Google helped me.
Yeah. But just don't go after the internet doctor that says you has cancer because everything can lead to cancer according to the internet.
Oh yes.
So don't do that, but like good websites and things.
Exactly, and especially go for websites that want you to get better. Don't use those that has some idea that it's okay to feel this way and that you should just stay in it. Go to some that are like, yeah, you have it that way and that's okay, to the point where we have to accept that there's normal things that's hard for you, but it's not something that should control you and not something you should see as a lifestyle or hobby or
Yeah.
I mean, so many sites has this odd tendency to romanticize.
Yeah, romanticize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah. Don't stay away from that.
People who don't understand it think it's cool. People who have it and understand it, no, it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's really painful for people who actually have it.
Especially when you open up to someone and they think, oh, that's so awesome, you're cute.
Exactly.
No.
And that's actually to the point about having a friend, boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever that suffers from it. If they come to you and tell you that they feel this way, just, you maybe don't even need to say much, just accept it. Give them a hug, say, I'm here for you. If you need to talk, then call me. If you need to text, then call me. And try to find out what makes them safer. I mean, I prefer to text. I'm not good on the phone, I'm not. So we only talk like once a month or something over the phone, because that's all I can take.
Yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes once a week.
Depends on the mood, and it's just important that to not have these expectations to people who have a mental illness, because they don't know how they feel the next day. Maybe they wake up and have a good day, and then they can go shopping and go to school or work or whatever. Make a video without any problems. And sometimes they can't even get out of bed. And you should never, ever tell someone to just put it together, because you don't know what is going on in their head.
Yeah. You have to help as much as you can. I mean, having a girlfriend for almost 7 months with anxiety, it's been a challenge. It's new from the start, and you don't know how to do it. So cool.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
I mean, and also just listen. Talk to your significant other. Listen, and every person is different, so you have to hear it from your significant other exactly how they,
How their brain works,
yeah,
how they think, how they feel, and sometimes they don't know. I mean, we have many times where I've been asked, what's the problem? And I haven't been able to tell them because I didn't know. I was something just felt wrong in my head, and sometimes we didn't figure out the problem, but I was still told that he was there for me, and that gave me the security I needed to sleep that night.
Exactly. You have to talk it through. You can't just go to bed mad at each other because of something that none of us understand.
Exactly.
We have to just sit together, hold each other close, and just talk through it. Maybe just talk about other stuff, so it just kind of disappears by itself. Because sometimes we just have those moments where we don't know what's wrong, and maybe nothing is wrong, but in our head we feel different. We feel sad. We feel weird.
We
So
have
just-
emotions we don't understand.
Yeah, so we just talk it through, watch some funny videos, maybe even just lay in bed and lay together, stare at the ceiling, stare at the stars, and just let it all sink away because we feel secure about each other and less anxious, a lot less anxious.
Oh yes. Something I also think works is if you have a hard time saying things like I do. I have words I don't dare to say for some reason. Then sometimes writing it down on a piece of paper and giving it to the person you want to tell something can be a way to let them know
Yeah.
something. Sometimes I have a hard time saying I'm sad today. I can't say it with words, but then a little note with it is a way for me to let people around me know. Don't criticize me today. I can't take it today.
Exactly. We've also had those moments where she couldn't tell me what was wrong, so she took her phone, wrote something down, and showed me. And there's nothing wrong with that. You need a little bit of patience, but that's the smallest thing to ask for, a little bit of patience.
Exactly, that's actually the most important. If you know someone who is struggling with depression or anxiety, exactly. Now I'm anxious, so the words are just, well, no, but have patience with them. They can help it. I mean, you don't go around and tell people, get over that flu. I mean,
Yeah.
what? You can't do that.
You can do things to get better, but you can't just be better.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
Exactly.
We try to get over our flu by putting on scarves.
Yeah. And another thing is, I mean, you know that I'm in the psychiatry and he hasn't been. I'm on medication. He refuses to say some. And that's okay. I mean, both are okay. Because if you think you can handle it without, good for you. I'm so proud. Really. But if you also feel that the bad days are getting worse and worse and harder to handle, it's okay to go and say, I need something that can help my brain. Because it's chemicals in your brain that doesn't work. So if you have a sore throat, you also take something to make that go away. And some people don't because...
You're stubborn and stupid.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've always hated it. And still to this day, I hate it.
Yeah.
But, I accept it and I'm gonna go up there at some sessions, be out there with her, support her. And, just because that's what you do.
Exactly. And we have had problems with my medication in the beginning because he was very against it.
Yeah.
And I actually got to the point where I wasn't sure if I sometimes could say to him, oh, it's about time to take my medication, I need to go get it. Because I knew it would make him sad.
Yeah.
But And that's actually another thing. If you both have tendency to depression, anxiety, or any mental illness, don't be afraid to tell the other person. Just if you know you're both vulnerable. There you go. Then maybe say it's not to hurt you, but I need
Yeah. Exactly.
whatever.
I mean, you're in the same boat, and of course you think you could make it worse for each other, but I mean, you're in the same boat. You've chosen to be together. You love each other. I mean, go for it. Talk everything through. You don't have to hide things from each other.
Even if it's just friends. I mean,
Yeah.
I was scared to tell my friends that I was on medication, but when I did, then we all, what? How long have you been? And they actually got surprised and scared that I hadn't been able to tell them because they felt that I couldn't trust them. But I was scared that they would leave me because I needed help.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of friends you need, not the friends that pushes you and tell you stupid things. You need friends that support you with everything you tell them, and
Exactly. Don't get friends who push you around and tell you just get better and stop complaining and it's not worth it.
and of course depression we all have. As someone who has suffered from depression, sometimes still have. I mean, we have our bad days. We all do, and those days we just gotta support each other and your friends, and it's okay to have those days. And it's hard to get out of bed, but I mean, we try. Definitely something that has worked for me is yoga. I try to do that before bed every day and when I wake up every day, and it definitely helps a lot. I mean, it's so nice and relaxing. You set your mind totally clear, just ready for a new day or ready for sleep.
Yeah, exactly. And if you have depression and you wake up and you're like, I can't do anything today, then just lay there in bed and tell yourself, okay, I can't do anything today, but I'm gonna go up, gonna get up, and just take a glass of water. I mean, it's not, I don't want you to do anything big when you feel that way, but just do small things like, I need to get some water, I'm gonna drink some water, I gotta go pee, I go pee. Just do things that your body needs. Don't punish it for not being able to do what you should do. And that's actually something I learned in psychiatry, that the days where we can't get out of bed, we have to focus on the smallest things we can do. It can even just be roll out of bed, sit on the floor, because then you have done something, anything. I mean, you might just crawl back to bed, but then when you lay there again, you're like, oh, I didn't think I could get out, but I did, and now I might be hungry, so I'm gonna go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you might be like, oh, okay, no, I actually want something healthy instead, and just do it that way instead of being like, oh, I need healthy food, I need to be, I need to do, I need to. No,
Exactly.
you need to survive, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, you have to listen to yourself and your body, not force yourself in your body. Well, and there's definitely also the things when you have depression and you go to school. You don't have that right now, but I do. Those days suck. And with that, you definitely need, I mean, just tell your body, listen to your body, and you know what it needs. And their psychiatry could be amazing. You know, when you have things like school also, so you have to work on all that. Get some treatment for it at the same time. You know, that's what people do. I didn't, and that was stupid. But I definitely feel if I felt to like I did 5 years ago today, I would definitely need some help, because it's important for my education right now that I go there. And if I had those super depressive days every single day that I had back then I wouldn't be able to get up and get my education, and I mean I would be thrown out. So I mean, you definitely need to help yourself in every way you can, especially when you go to school. I know school can be one of the things that actually causes the depression. So you definitely you definitely need to find out how you handle it the best way. If that's friends, if that's medication, if that's talking to your family, maybe taking
Go for walks.
go for a walk, taking a single day at home. You know, whatever you need, it's up to you as a person. Your individuality. We're not all the same, even though we have the same kind of sickness. You know?
Exactly, and I know you have a lot of those. He had a few during the winter,
Yeah.
where he would just stay home, and I was like, oh no, are you sick? Do you need soup? But those were just days where he couldn't.
Yeah.
Nothing felt right, and that's okay. I mean, then he took a day off, and the next day he was back in school, and he felt much better.
Exactly. The winter is definitely harsh, but
It
you know we do what we can. We're just like normal people. Can't force us to do anything. We do it at our own pace.
You're like everybody else, just a little messed up.
Exactly. Just a lot messed up. Well, I hope this was the video you hoped for. I hope you liked it. I hope it helped you in some way. We got a lot of different opinions, different sides of everything. Again, because it's such a two huge subjects. You wanted mental illness, and I asked you to specify, and then you wanted depression and anxiety. Definitely the ones that are most spread out.
Or at least most talked about, because
Yeah.
it's more acceptable, I guess,
Exactly.
to have those instead of, I don't know,
Yeah.
so many else.
People are weird.
Yeah,
People make weird opinions, but this is coming from two people with different backgrounds, same kind of illness, but different ways of handling them. Also different ages.
I'm 22.
Yeah, she just turned 22, and I turned 18 soon.
So, but definitely, if you seek help, it also has a lot to do if you are ready. I guess I wasn't ready as a teenager. I can feel that now. I wasn't, but I am now.
Yeah. Go at your own pace.
Exactly.
No one can tell you what to do.
Exactly. Except him.
Yeah. Well, we're in a relationship, so we tell each other what to do all the time. Friendly, not like do this, bitch. I love you.
So I love you too. So jobs, food, water, and sleep. Most important things.
Yoga is also great. Yeah, you're actually the one who got me into it. So that's it. We're gonna make other videos as well. Not today probably, but we're gonna make some other videos because we're so cute. So in love. Ooh, 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 look at us everyone. No, we're not like that. But now we have the time, and
Yeah.
I want you in some videos because you're so amazing.
See, that's how it should be. Someone who tells you you're amazing and
That means that that's some douchebag liar.
exactly both girls and boys.
We're gonna stop now. It's too hot. We're sitting directly in the sun.
We need to
The
go.
only place where there's sun in this whole cave-ish system.
But if you have more questions or we didn't answer it the way you wanted, then please let us know.
Exactly.
Don't just throw us away, because we really want to help
Exactly.
the best we can.
We did a suggested video, so now you know I'm not lying when I tell you. If you want a video like this and you want a subject for us or me to talk about, throw it down in the comments or write to me on my social medias. I always answer there. But I mean, if you do, follow me there and ask me stuff, because I'm always ready to listen.
And we can answer most stuff.
Yeah.
We like to think.
Well, answer with our own opinions.
Exactly.
We can't all have the same opinions, and it's good to ask different people about everything.
But we will always try to help.
Exactly.
Listen.
So
Just remember we love you.
we love, Bye.
Bye.